So we made some curtains, the dumbest curtains ever. I just did the squiggly line, but maybe you want to put blinds on your window instead. So let's take a look at some construction techniques that are really kind of cool that you might get a big kick out of. I'm sharing my screen. We're going back into what else? SketchUp. And we're going to take a look. Here's our window. I measured my window. You can see I've got a little guideline right there that it's 40, um, 4 feet 9 inches is about the width of that thing. Now that I've got that measured, I want to get rid of that. Edit, delete guides. I'm done with you. And now what I want to do is build a blind. I'm just going to come down here and build it on the ground so that I don't attach it to anything incorrectly. If I grab my rectangle tool and come over here, it automatically says you're going to draw it on the ground. I don't want to draw it on the ground. I want to draw it up like this. I want to draw it standing up. So I'm going to click there. I don't care how big it is. And then I type in 2, 0.125. And I get a little tiny rectangle, 2 inches long, 1/8 of an inch tall. Very puny. I'm going to grab this and start pulling it and say, push pull, 4 feet 10 inches. Zoink. And I've got one long skinny louver for my blinds. I'm going to triple click on that. 1, 2, 3. Control click that and say make me a component. And I'll call it the louver. Create. And now I have one of the louvers of my blinds. Move tool. Grab that thing. Fly it up in the sky. Blue axis. See, I've got shadows turned on so I can kind of see where I am. Shadows live under the view menu if you're looking for that. Green axis to get it about where I want to be. And then I'm going to orbit to the point where I can really see where I am. I'm quite a ways away from that. So move tool, and I can just grab that and slide it in until I'm just in front of my window. Superb. Now comes the really cool part. I've got one louver and I want a bunch. So I'm going to grab my move tool, as you know, and then just tap my option key like that to get the little plus sign, or control on your PC in order to get that same little plus sign. Now when I grab this louver and pull it down on the blue axis, it gives me another one. And I'll say, I want to come down, oh gosh, 1 inch. 1 inch on the blue axis. Now this is the fun part. How many louvers do you want to have in there? 45. X 45 times 45. The thing I just did, the move 1 inch, do that 45 more times. Isn't that cool? So all of a sudden I've got a whole set of blinds here. I can group this whole thing and make it one blind, but that's not even the best part. Let me show you something even better. I'm going to get into one of my blinds here, one of my louvers, open it up, and then I'm going to triple click on it to make sure I've got everything selected. You notice all the rest of them also got selected. Get my rotate tool, get on the end of that thing and click once and say, I'm shutting the blinds. Is that not sweet? I'm opening the blinds. I'm going backwards the other way. So pretty quick, pretty cool. I think you might get a big charge out of that. So there is an example of how you do that. You would, of course, want to put a string on the front. You could put little knobs on there. You could put a box at the top to say this is the box that the louvers go up into when I pull the string. So there are all kinds of things that you already know how to do, but I thought that was kind of a nice trick. So hopefully you are having some fun with that, and stick around. More fun to come. So long.